Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Not I'm Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today. So we can talk about sorcery. Yes, I want to talk about the art of sorcery. I want to talk about sorcery artist proofs in particular, actually. And for the sorcery fans of the channel out there, I know it's been a couple of days, but as you know, I'm still a bit concerned about the communication of the company and the focus on organized play only. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of organized play. I organize a tournament called Ask and Rask myself, together with my extended nerd family from Cardboard Guide and the White Rabbit Community Game Store. But I think there is a lot more to sorcery, and I think one-sided communication is a bit of a shame. But let's see if we on this channel can actually add something to the conversation about artwork of sorcery. And I'm looking very much forward to it, because in Austria during the last sorcery tournament I helped organize, or I co-organized. Yes, honor where honor is due, right? Ehre wem Ehre gebührt. No, I'm not a very arrogant person, but I am very proud of that tournament, so I mention it a lot of times. So that's okay. I took home an artist proof from the artist we had present, Aronja Art, Raffaela, and I showed that to you. I will switch to the overhead view in a second, and I will show it to you again. Let's see if we can get it on there a little bit more clear. I love this artist proof. Oh, I'm getting very close to the microphone, so you probably hear me shouting now. I have to tune down my voice. I love this artist proof. I think it's a miniature canvas filled with a lot of emotions, art, and a lot of detail. And it spoke to me. It is the Penitent Knight. I showed it to you before. I really think Aronja Art, or Raffaela, outdid herself with this artist proof. It is number 1 of 25, which is a little nice extra, because I think that's pretty cool. But in general, currently it speaks to me. It's like the poor knight fighting his whole life and then sitting somewhere looking out at the stars and the moon and thinking like, yeah, what next? It's a bit me at the moment. At least it feels like that. I associate it with that. Call me an idiot for it, and call me a douchebag for saying this, but I don't care. I that resonates with me very much at the moment. That's why I got this one. Obviously, Raffaela is an extremely talented artist, and up to now I only had a handful of artist proofs from the Sorcery TCG. So I'm very happy I got the Penitent Knight, and I will show the other ones to you as well. And shortly after the tournament, after Ask and Rask 3, I had contact with Raffaela about some things. And I was like, hey, Raffaela, you did the Hellfire. I think it's a fantastic piece of art. I love this piece of art. Do you still have artist proofs for that as well? And she did. So I am today showing you my Hellfire artist proofs from Raffaela, and I might be just doing a little thumbnail with the artist proofs, so you actually click on this video, which would be nice. But for the 5th channel anniversary, I was able to sell some stuff, and I actually got this one a while ago with the 5th channel anniversary in mind, when the financial situation didn't look that grim. So this one has been on the shelf for a while, and I will switch to the overhead view and we're gonna have a detailed look at it. Personally, I'm looking very much forward to Sorcery Fest, meeting a lot of you there. Let me know in the comments if you go. If you don't go, let me know as well where I can meet you, because that's what sorcery for me is about: meeting you guys, playing some matches with you guys, and just hanging out, having a beer, and talking about the wonderful art of sorcery and sorcery in general. I think that's what sorcery is about. And all those tournaments are good for that. So don't get me wrong, I don't hate on tournaments. I think just the one-sided communication doesn't sit well with me, because sorcery is so much more. There is so much opportunity, and Mike from Collector Art House has put it extremely well recently. He said, I'm the marketing team for the sorcery TCG. Not me, he said it for himself, but I think that counts for all of us. May it be Cardboard Guide, may it be a Collector Art House, may it be all the other big sorcery channels out there. And I think I fall a bit outside of the boat. Is that how you say it in English as well? I don't fit in with the crowd. I think that's the better translation, because I see a lot of people now cross-making videos, and I just don't... feels like Collector, Art House, and Cardboard Guide, and so on. Obviously, I'm still in very good contact with, but with all the others, with all the new guys, I don't know. Maybe because I haven't met them. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff for me to still explore. And hopefully, I mean, maybe nobody wants to talk to me because I said something that doesn't sit well with the general opinion. I'm very outspoken, but I don't mind. I think it's important to be outspoken, because then if we all say everything is fantastic and it is not, things can change. If we say, hey, there needs to be a little bit more focus on this, a little bit more focus on that, and again, I say this all the time, I think I paid my dues when it comes to sorcery. I've been making videos since fucking day one, and I've been organizing one of the biggest tournaments over here in Europe for 3 years in a row, and so on and so on. So I think I have the right to speak out. And it's not, everything is not, I just didn't want to turn this into a negative video at all. I'm very happy with sorcery, with my way of approaching sorcery. Collecting, and if the cards themselves, for me, aren't that collectible anymore, because there are multiple reprints, multiple waves of product, everything looks different, there's no consistency in quality. Quality in general is a big problem when it comes to grading. I like to grade my cards with PCG grading, and the grades are generally very, very bad. Not because I handle my cards in a bad way, they go from booster to penny sleeve, but it's all this makes things a little less interesting for me as a collector. Stuff like this, like the artist proofs, I think that is where, for me, I didn't even want to get more artist proofs than just the Anson Maddox one I have or had. But then still, I'm looking for something in sorcery I can enjoy, and I enjoy flipping through the binder of my beta set. It's not that I don't enjoy that, but I still am a bit bitter, and that's okay to say as well. Maybe that's my problem and that's my fault. Still, I'm a bit bitter that we have multiple waves of beta reprinted. They should have approached this differently, in my opinion. It could have been an unlimited version, a revised version, whatever. I think multiple waves of beta, and then you don't know which wave what is, and everything, all the waves look different, and it's not even that you have consistent, like, print run quality. I don't know. 8 minutes in. Should we even switch to the overhead view? I think we should, at least for a second. For those who are still here for the overhead view, I have 4 artist proofs here. And again, you might see them in the thumbnail. And I think they all look fantastic, and those are my 4 sorcery artist proofs so far, and I'm extremely happy with them. I think I'm gonna have a look if I can have somebody 3D print really cool frames so I can put them in and display them. That would be really nice, because I think it's a shame having them in a binder or in a folder or wherever. Switching to the overhead view, having a close look at the Hellfire artist proof number 1 from Raffaela from Aronja Art. Alright folks, this is where I think the true collectability of sorcery lies. In the artist proofs, in the art itself, and I really enjoy it. My first artist proof, and that should have been the only one, is of my favorite Magic the Gathering artist, and you can say maybe my favorite trading card game artist in general, Anson Maddox, who had 1 card in alpha, and this is one of those artist proofs. I got it, as you can see, in 2023 already, so that's 3 years ago already, and Anson painted a beautiful piece of the font of life here. I still enjoy looking at it very much. So this one is really awesome. And then I bid on the Firebolts by Jeff Easley on a Collector Art House auction, and I kind of just loved this mage, and I loved the purple and the red and the detail as well. I think Jeff Easley is a fantastic artist, of course, one of the most iconic fantasy artists we still have, and he's been around for a very long time, and the bidding was going on and people didn't really bid. So I think back then, a couple of years ago, I bid like $666 or something like that, which of course is a lot of money. But if I see some of these go for about $1,000 or maybe more at the moment, then I'm very, very happy I got this one. Again, small canvas, but fantastic piece of art on the small canvas, and I honestly love this one as well. As Anson Maddox has a lot of details here with the water and everything going on, this has a lot of details as well, a little more color. And yeah, I don't know, it has the Easley signature up there and on the other side. It's a bit dark up there, so it's a bit difficult to see, but it's there, and if you hold it in the right light, you can actually see it. Enjoy this one a lot as well. And as I just explained to you guys, I got the Penitent Knight at the Eskenresk tournament. People a lot of times go for the uniques and the higher end cards, and that makes them more valuable. To me, an artist proof, this one exists 25 times only as well. So to me, an artist proof is the same rarity across all versions. So if you have an ordinary one, or an exceptional one, or an elite one, or a unique one, I honestly do not care. For me, it's about the art on the back. So yeah, this one spoke to me, like I just explained to you. I really, really love it, and I think it looks fantastic. I think, sorry, Anson, you know I love you hard, and I really like you as a person as well. Was lucky to meet him, but I think of all the artist proofs I have so far, this still might be my favorite, even though I already got another one from Raffaela from Aronja Art, but still the Penitent. Not that I don't like this. I shouldn't diss the one that I'm about to show, and I'm not going to, and I don't want to, and I shouldn't diss the others, which I'm not doing. But I do love the Penitent Knight because of reasons. Let's keep it to this. So yeah, Hellfire. I think Raffaela is an extremely talented artist. I see all her artwork sell out very, very quickly for the new sets. She's not only an incredible artist, she's an extremely nice and friendly and lovely person. I am very happy and very lucky to have met her and had such a good day on the Saturday. She was present at the Eskenresk tournament together with her. And yeah, a personal connection for me often is a reason to engage with the artist and their art even more, which is logical. And it can be a reason to engage with the art and the artist less. I have that with one artist I really, really adored, but at the moment I really don't look at her art that fond anymore because I don't think she's a very nice person. I'm not going to go into detail. And Raffaela, on the other hand, I met in person, and she's extremely nice and extremely friendly, and she helped us out a lot with the tournament and artwork for the tournament, artwork for the fantastic playmat we made exclusively for the Eskenresk tournament. I think this still looks fantastic, so I had to use this. And of course, I'm blah blah blahing, and you all just want to see the artwork, but I want to explain a little bit about this. So I'm very busy with Sorcery behind the scenes. I'm very active with looking at the art, talking to the artists, trying to get interviews, setting up interviews for Sorcery Fest and these kind of things. So yeah, it's not... Sorcery is a very big part of my personal life still, and I don't think it will change anytime soon, even though the videos come a bit sporadic. So if there's a big tournament or whatever, like with Eskenresk 3, there's a lot of content, and then I just refuse to make content about nothing, just trying to come up with anything to fill the gap for Eric's Curiosa. And yeah, I might put myself in a bad position there with them. But again, I don't hate them. I think they could do better. That's everything. And I don't think we should cover for them any longer, if that makes any sense. And I really like the Eric's Curiosa team. I like the people. And I can understand if they are like swamped with work or whatever. I met them. They are all super friendly in person as well. So nothing against them. And if that's the case, if it's just too much, then I would be happy to help and support and make content, but let us know. I mean, no communication about this is not a good thing. Yeah, it is what it is. Hellfire. I love this piece of art by Raffaela. I think the painting itself looks fantastic. I think the detail on it with the fire and the colors. Let's get this out at least of the. Yeah, we can get it out all the way so we can have a good look at it, right? Let's see. Yeah, you've already seen it a little bit. I'm gonna be very careful with this because I really, really love it. I think the whole scene and the whole color scheme is very warm but very destructive, and I personally love that a lot as well. There's a lot of detail going on with little people or creatures being on fire, which you don't notice right away, and a lot of detail going on with the lava coming down the mountains in the back. I think this is a fantastic piece of art. I love this piece of art. I love the Hellfire painting itself. It's really absolutely fantastic. And what she did with the artist proof here, I think, is extremely fantastic as well. I have to say, it is it is almost as good as the Penitent Knight for me. But on the other hand, I love this, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it. But on the other hand, I think these two are completely different if you put them next to each other. And that's what I love so much about it as well. Just look at the color difference. I mean, yeah, it's the knight looking out into the night and at the stars and at the moon, and it's blue and there's trees. And here it's like a demon on a ruin of an old castle tower or whatever, looking out over the destruction and the fire burning in the back, and other demons or, like, I don't know, hellbats or whatever flying around. And the overall setting on the bottom is very dark and very grim. So I think these two are the exact opposites of mood for me, and that's what I loved so much about this one. That's why I got it as well. Let's put it back into the sleeve very carefully. Yes. So yeah, folks, Hellfire. Who likes Hellfire as well? Beautiful, beautiful piece of art. Who likes the Hellfire artist proof? Number 1 of 25 as well. I'm lucky. I got a couple of number 1s here. And not that it matters, but it's kind of cool, right? I'm the first one interested in this artist proof. And I'm the first one who got one. So that says maybe a lot about me as well. You never know. Let's see if we can get a nice thumbnail of these. Like, yeah, then I have to really show them, right? Maybe like this with 2 hands. Is this nice? Does this look cool? Yeah, does it? Is this a nice thumbnail? I need to leave some room for text as well. Yeah. So these are my sorcery artist proofs at the moment. Was happy to add this one. Let me know in the comments what you think, folks. Always curious. What is your latest sorcery edition? Maybe a normal card, maybe Frank Frazetta. I see the prices rise for those as well. People really go after them, and people love, of course, Frank Frazetta. And maybe an artist proof as well. Maybe an original painting. I'm just curious. What is it what you currently collect in sorcery, and why? That I would be curious about. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. It's been a long video, longer than I expected. I hope to talk to you next time. Bye bye.